Friends of Grignr, I hope you are prepared because today he has had quite the makeover. If you cast your eyes down to the bottom left-hand corner, you can see the man, the myth, the legend now behatted suitably as a Grignr should be. That's right, good friend, lovely, beautiful friend of the channel, Teslov, Grignr's hat maker, has made, well, funnily enough, Grignr's hat. You can already see him now. Let's pop up in the barbershop. Look at this. Look, he's so massive, it's very hard to get him entirely in, entirely in frame. There we go. That's better. Look at that. Look at the tasteful thickness and the lines. Oh, his head pokes out the back. That's because Grignr's got such an enormous brain. Enormous brain filled with nothing. Very cavernous. Wow. Doesn't he look a lot better? I changed his hat, I changed his shirt, I made him look a lot more Grignr. He didn't really feel like Grignr in the first episode. No, I will admit, that first episode was, if you can't tell, very rushed, because of course I'm very much off schedule right now. Completely all over the place. I did want to come back to Grignr. I kept threatening it during the last series, mainly because a lot of the aspects that we've seen with Grignr so far are things that I never got to really play with L rank. You know, the raiding is a big part of that, and the more tribal playthrough is going to be a big part of that. Learning some more of the mechanics, and hopefully today we can get a little bit of raiding done, because people have been very quick to point out how that actually works. And again, that's why I'm kind of doing this, to help learn a little bit more ahead of the DLC coming soon. So, Grignr is looking better than ever. There are a lot of good mod suggestions. A lot of people saying that there is a really cool mod that lets you fight on the battlefield. The comment that I saw, unfortunately, didn't say which mod it was. So I presume I've got the right one. Let me just pull it up here quickly. Got it. So the mod I'm using is Better Battles -Robe Update in brackets 1.8 plus. So this was the only mod I found that had a kind of mechanic that allows Grignr to be his army leader, to fight in those battles, kind of CK2 style, actually, which I'll be honest, I didn't realize wasn't a mechanic in this anyway. Very bizarre. Lots of people suggesting mods like, for example, strength training, which I've thrown in. There's a more congenital traits mod. There's a compatibility version of that came out recently, which was updated on the 4th of April, so very, very recently, which in theory should work with this one, because it adds that kind of compatibility, allows you to gain more kind of strength levels, so we can upgrade his Herculean strength here to something much better. And I've added a few little things here and there, and I'll try and update the description. Again, internet permitting, I'm having to upload these with, you know, satellite internet occasionally, or taking a bus to upload them wherever, so it's very difficult to coordinate it with what I'm actually subscribed to back on my PC. Now, one thing I have done, one thing I thought was very Grignr, but also something I struggled with a little bit during the L rank series, is character names. Now, the problem with L rank, of course, is he was immortal, so people were dying and coming back, and there were obviously lots of notable characters, but it was kind of hard to keep up with them across the 400 so years that we were actually playing that one. So in theory, I've got a rename character button somewhere. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, she's so tiny by comparison. Oh, he's enormous! That's so good. Gives him a really good sense of scale, eh? Wow, he is enormous. My God. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how this Rename Anyone mod works. It might be update or something like that. It might not be compatible. You know what? It's right here. Grignr can be renamed. Amazing. So we click that one. We can give him a new name. Trust nobody, not even yourself. So that way, and again, I feel like it's a very Grignr thing to do. He's very empty-brained. He would not be able to remember people. He would refer to them as, say, wife 1 through 3. You know, his children, Grignr 1 through 7. That's going to get very confused with multiple generations of them. But that's what Grignr does best. Confusing. So let's dive in here. People were saying that the big problem was, and again, this is something I never touched in Crusader Kings 3. Stopped playing after it was already made a big thing with the Norse expansion, and didn't get to experience it with L rank. People are saying that the garrisons are actually the things that will or will not prevent you raiding. So, for example, this guy, you know what? There was a character up here that I saw. Right, yeah, here in Winterhold proper has. That's not Winterhold proper. Is it? Am I going insane? Oh, no, it is. Well, very clearly, you can see the Mages College there. Okay, here in Winterhold proper, he's got a garrison of, don't tell me. I know where it is. Helps if you click the right province, genius. He's got like a garrison of 1,800 men. So in theory, we would need an army, I presume, of 1,800 to be able to raid that down, or 1,800 plus. So we'll figure that out as we go. The point is, right now, we haven't got many troops, but with the 200 berserkers and the 116 levies, we can at least attack some of the Solstein places, or like Bleak Rock. I did double check had, I don't know if the levies add on to the garrisons. In CK2 for siege purposes, they did, but maybe they don't in this one. That's something to pay attention to. You might notice we've got, like, edicts and stuff. That is from the Unbound submod. I was kind of not sure whether to do that, because it has a very different kind of ethos and design from what I can ascertain to the rest of Crusader Kings 3, Elder Kings 2. It looks a little like it's kind of going its own way a little bit. I thought I'd try it because I had it downloaded just to test it and see what it had, and I can't really download much else. Only minor mods like renaming anyone, for example. So I thought I'd give it a go. Anyway, let's dive in here and get to work. I think first things first, it might not hurt Mr. Grignr to bide your time a little bit. Lots of people saying don't forget to focus on hunting, that type of thing, because that seems very Grignr. I do kind of agree. Let's go ahead and mark that. Oh, train courtiers. Oh, this is the strength training mod that they recommended. Right, got it. Train men. Training men. Grignr demands that their male courtiers train and strengthen their bodies. Oh, we can tell the AI to train themselves. That's really interesting. Train women. That's very good. Just train all courtiers in general. I genuinely think that Grignr would absolutely want that. And then, of course, we can train ourselves. Let's do it. You gain the trait strength training. Through training and perseverance, Grignr works towards building a stronger body. That's what he needs, a stronger body. Let's do it. And hopefully, again, with that mod that we've got, he should be, he should have a little more efficacy in leading armies, because he's absolutely crap in terms of the army leading capabilities. But yeah, I think he'll manage now. Hopefully that will make up for some of his side effects. Let's go, Cool Hunt. We'll mark that as interesting. Thank you. Expedite schemes. I should wait for everyone I'm ready. Let's try my chance now. Oh, interesting. I wonder what adds that. Not that it really matters, because Grignr's never going to scheme, let's be honest. Host a feast. I feel like Grignr, in his original tenure, the first story of Grignr ever told, he was he was a very feasting man. He loved to imbibe a lot of drugs and a lot of alcohol. So I feel like, you know what, we'll keep that one on there. Not that we're ever going to be able to afford it with the ratings going. Let's let our troops reinforce for a little bit. Now, here's what we're going to do. Lady Vashina, that's his actual wife, right? She's not just a concubine. That's like a full-on marriage. We are going to rename you Grignr's wife. Which, again, it's cruel. It's horrible. It's absolutely what Grignr would do. Not to be a mean man, but so that he was able to keep up with, we could name her Wife Barian. God damn it. I think I'm in. Wife Barian. Perfect. Wife Barian. It looks very strange because it's not a real word. Lady Wife Barian of Grignr's fleet. Amazing. She feels more like a character already. Her name is Wife Barian Everstrong. I don't know if you saw that. Obviously, that was the whole reason why Grignr married her. He's very easy to deceive. He's a very trusting man, after all. Then who have we got? We got Lyris Highlander. We're going to name you something, again, a bit more obvious. We're going to name you, what's she good at? Oh, she's like a great fighter. Blade Master, Holy Warrior, Flexible Leader. She's brave. Grignr will name her Grignr's brave wife. That is a better name, you're right. And then we've got Cackle Bearsbane. That's a great name, especially for a man who's wearing a bear on his head. She's also brave, wrathful, vengeful. Okay, she's a good warrior. Grignr's angry wife, obviously. You've done it. I've just got to think of the first thing that comes to mind, because again, it's very appropriate for Grignr, isn't it? Grignr's angry wife. This is a better name. I agree. I cannot wait for the court events to start popping up, and they've all got stupid names like this. It's going to be so good. Right, summon a dragon. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I had that notified when available. Oh, and I was able to download by going over mobile Wi-Fi the Norse picture pack, which I think is all taken from Elder Scrolls Legends, the card game. So it reskins a lot of this stuff, and actually it works really, really well. I was having a look over and say, like, Winterhold. Look at his capital, like the hall there with the mammoth skulls. It works really, really well. I understand why they obviously wouldn't be able to do it for the base game, but it's pretty nice for a little optional extra, a little extra flavor there. So let's build these troops up. Oh, another son! Born to Grignr's angry wife. With a tired yet blissful smile, Grignr's angry wife presents me with a perfect son. My little son was born under the sign of the Atronach. I think Wuthrod, though, is a very good name for a strong Norse warrior. Is it good enough? I think we're going to name you Grignr. This is going to get very confusing. That's so is life. You've got Grignr, Grignrson, Grignrson, and then Grignr, Grignrson, Grignrson. If they become rulers, you're going to be Grignr the second, the first. No, you'd be Grignr the second. Yeah, maybe you would be. I'm not sure. None of it really matters. Grignr can't count that high anyway, so it's totally irrelevant. Wow, these levies are taking a long time to reinforce. Oh, 0 a month. Well, that's good. That explains a lot then, doesn't it? Why 0 a month? Why are they not reinforcing? How terribly strange. Can we not afford it? No? Is it, have we got like a province effect right now? Recently looted. Yeah, but that doesn't change levy reinforcement rate. I wonder why it's so slow. I mean, East March, again, it's not our culture, but it's close enough that we said we weren't really that bothered about it. I think Grignr would care about the you know, the cultural divide there. He doesn't mind as long as someone's strong. That's all he really respects, right? Organized army then. Let's do that one. Garrison levy size reinforcement up by 15%. I think we're going to have to do it, aren't we? How are we looking now? 0 a month. Still 0 a month. I don't know what I've done. Is it the pirate fleet mechanic? Maybe there's something about that changes. The Grignr fleet autocracy. I don't think there's anything special we've got going on, right? I don't believe so. How strange. Well, let's see what happens. Oh, wife encourages charity. This happened despite your spouse's terrible martial skill. Oh, sorry, chivalry, not charity. Genius. Speaking of which, look, it's a horrible decision, but you've got to play the character, right? This Grignr is the blockheaded idiot. That doesn't mean his sons will necessarily be a blockheaded idiot. Actually, how did you come out? Slow and hail. This other kid is stupid and hail. Okay, you know what? I think it's good enough. They've got a little bit of body strength, but they've just kind of diluted down, haven't they? It's a bit disappointing. Educate child. Yes, of course. Grignr and Grignr can be educated by Grignr himself. Perfect. I feel a lot better about this now. Right, now let's solve the mystery of the not reinforcing levies. 175. Martial minus 22%. Is Grignr's martial that low? No, because that just affects overall levy size. Let me do some digging here. Let me figure this out. Ha ha ha! I figured it out. It's because they're already raised. That's my bad for leaving that unpaused. Oh, sorry, leaving off the last episode with them randomly in a field in the middle of nowhere. Did you heal from your wound? When did that happen? Oh. Okay, I didn't even notice, I'll be honest with you. Wow, who could have predicted that might be... Oh, look at that, they're reinforcing now. Who could have guessed that? That's crazy. Looting prisoners. You know what? I hate to say it. I feel like Plunderer was the worst one to pick when we can't really do much plundering. He's all about tactics, and Grignr doesn't know about that, though. That's not what Grignr does. Honestly, it seems bizarre. I think I'd probably go like... Oh, I don't know. Maybe we would go like Gallant? Prowess +4 reduces the risk of commanding armies. May challenge rivals to single combat. I feel like that's a bit more Grignr, isn't it? What do you think? These, though they are cool, we can't really do much with it right now, given the size of the bloody army. Chivalric dominance. Honestly, I feel like it suits the man so much more. He's not about leading a massive army. He is about being a personal army. And something that gives knight effectiveness 75%, of course it won't directly affect Grignr, I do think this is a bit more appropriate. So let's do it. Let's go for Ebon Arms Valor. Have we got anything that increases? We've got mercenary higher costs. Oh, friendly territory levy reinforcement rate up 100%. Yeah, that's what I was kind of looking for. Overseer, but that doesn't suit Grignr. We're going to have to stretch it a little bit, I suppose, to try and go for some of the things that make more sense. Never learning. Grignr can't learn, of course, he can't do magic either. Okay, we're going to be very martial focused for however long he lives for. He's 32 right now, so we've really got to get a move on. We've done totally nothing so far. Let's get these levies reinforcing fast. Wife inspires recruitment. Holy shit. And he's stressed? Lately, I feel like I've been distracted by lascivious thoughts and neurotic fantasies. With all the hardships of everyday life, it's too easy to lose myself in daydreams and forget about reality. You gain the trait athletic. Hey, I know why he's gaining stress. Because he's probably training his muscles, right? We didn't get any event related to it, so that's all I can really presume. We did gain the trait athletic, though, randomly. You gain the trait strengthened. That's exactly what's happening. Ah, cool. So he gained that extra muscle mass, but at the cost of his own kind of mental fortitude, which again I think it's very perfect for Grignr. Ah, cool. Okay, could have maybe communicated that a bit more clearly, but I get it. Through training and I'm trying to read that, but it's so small on my screen. Through training and perseverance, Grignr has made themselves stronger. That's fantastic. And he just gains athletic too. Which one's athletic? It's the horse, isn't it? Another health boost there. Another +1 prowess. Not that we need that. Is it capped at 100 then? That's unfortunate. Oh, well, it's totally pointless, but there we are. It's what Grignr would do, right? Stress loss up by 20%. Yeah, of course, we'll say a good workout can burn these desires away. How would he unstress himself? Well, of course he would. He would lift some weights. Wife inspires recruitment, very good. I hate to say it, I feel like first Grignr is probably not going to achieve an enormous amount. Because we played on a difficult start. You know, it's a single frozen over island with barely any buildings, absolutely no taxes, a small amount of armies competing with other pirates in the area. We are in a bit of a difficult starting position. It's a slow starting position. And now we're being raided. I can't stop this. I can't stop this at all. If we raise the troops, they're just going to get thwomped, right? Would Grignr take this lying down? But we can't raise the bloody troops unless I put them on a different rally point, I suppose. Let's try it. See what happens. If we were to move in there... His islands are separated. What, you can't even walk between your two islands? Grignr. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, Serpentstone Island is totally separated from Grignr Island. Damn. If we boat bomb into that, we're just going to get annihilated, aren't we? Okay, well, enjoy your loot. Shit. Courtier captured in a siege. They got a little baby Grignr. They got a little baby Grignr. No, he's only just been born. After a 10 siege, Mistress Forain succeeded in penetrating the fortified settlement of Grignr Island and set her soldiers to pillaging everything of value. In short order, they have stripped half of Greater Grignr's folly of its wealth. That fiend. I will avenge the slight. Yes, we bloody will. We will avenge the slight. Maybe this is Grignr's entire character motivation. What house is she, though? Is she part of a great house? Oh my god, is she Telvanni? No, she's her own separate dynasty, but they are vassals of House Telvanni. I feel like we wouldn't be able to clap one without clapping the other. Where's she based? Where's the Duchy of Firth? Where is that? You'd be like, oh, take me to the title, though. Thank you. Oh my god, it's all the way over near Telvannis proper. I feel like this is the start of his great character arc, then. I will avenge this slight. Yes, I bloody will. Oh, Grignr Jr. Can we get him back? We haven't got any money to bail him out. What about for a favor? What about for 27? I can't afford the ransom. She just won't. She just will not accept. She wants more gold drakes and she has no use for a hook on Grignr. The man's an idiot. What's he gonna do for her? Ah! No! No! These goddamn elves! Oh, this is a great start to his character arc. God damn it! We've got to try and get some loot going here so that we can start building up better defenses. Oh, that's so sad. We've got some good champions too. We just actually need to be able to put them to good work. Okay. Come on, levies. Reinforce. I've got to be so much... I've got to be far more careful with the building now. Because even though we can just sit here and... Oh my god, another stress level. Did you gain more strength though? Oh my god, I think the opposite. I think he actually lost a level of strength. Oh my god, I think he did. I think he lost his strength level. Oh no, work off some stress. Yeah, let's do it. Absolutely. This is not enough, I think to myself as I put down the training mace. I've been practicing non-stop, but I'm not getting tired. I need a tougher challenge. Something bigger, something heavier, something sure to tire me out. I will commission an extra hefty training mace, or we challenge Grignr to a battle. The extra challenge invigorates you. My brother in Christ is a 2-year-old. There's no need for improvement at this time. No, there is, though. Commission an extra hefty training mace. Grignr, you're going to bankrupt the realm. Oh, God, he doesn't understand how currency works. He just asks and people bring it to him. This should stress out the council. Grignr's happy about it. Of course. Commission the mace. Why not? Oh, my God. No longer overrun by stress. That's good. There is no end to the opinions of my son and heir Grignr. Half the time he's trying to tell me what to do other than the other way around. Formidable or aggregating. It's fine line to walk. And then's got bossy. That's good. He is, however, in an elven prison over near Elstalvani, so we can't really do much about that, I'm afraid. Shit. I was kind of worried it would actually ruin his education, but it's nice that we still get some response to his education outcomes there. Okay, 300 soldiers. We can do something with that. There's also a scheme at court. Someone's trying to kill Argy. How terrible. Right, we had our marshal kidnapped, but that's fine, because we've got a much better marshal here. Look at that. 21% to our levy reinforcement rate. That's fantastic news. Whoa, do you see our levy size jump up there? Oh, very nice. Hey, you might have been a blessing in disguise. Grignr would have never thought to swap out his marshal for somebody far better and far more skilled. Wait, you stay away from this damn island. Okay, invite champions. If there's one thing we can spend right now, it is prestige grants. We can't really keep them to court. Lose athleticism. Why would I want to do that? You won't grow stronger with time if we get rid of that. Oh, no, no way. So that's just going to build up stress while we are trying to train. Shit. Okay, we need more reliable ways of getting rid of stress then, huh? We can't afford the feasts or pilgrimages. Damn. I know it's also doing nothing for us, but again, I've got to play the character. I understand that this is an absolutely terrible way to be playing the guy, but we don't have a choice. We've gained strengthened back. It's okay. He's gained back his muscles. Greatly strengthened. Ooh, Grignr has made himself stronger. And you got to think the health boost is going to be great for a guy who's going to have to spend a few years doing not a huge amount, unfortunately. Just going to have to kind of sit around. Now, let's have a look at these edicts, because these can, if we can, like, go high taxes. 25% taxes, but we lose development growth, we lose popular opinion. The popular opinion is already pretty high. But the tax that we get from this place is pathetic. High service requirements. What will that do for us? 25% levy price. Oh, yeah, we've got to do that. Okay, let's trade some of this goodwill for much better levy size. That's a great idea. Some guards. What will that do for us? Let's have a look. So many guards. We lose taxes. We gain control growth. We gain garrison size. -1 threat level gain. That's for ruins, which is not relevant for us. What if we go for fewer guards? Does it affect popular opinion? I was seeing if we could maybe trade some guards for, like, higher taxes, but unfortunately not the case. Then we've got, like, sewers. You could just shit on the floor. That's fine. I feel like Grignr would be fine with it. Yeah, more taxes, but you can shit on the floor. And then more taxes. The people are still happy. We're pushing it a little bit far. And this is not Grignr making this decision. This is, of course, going to be his council, who are forced to try and find money where there is none, because some idiot spent it all on a bigger hammer. Which, you've got to admit, is very on brand for Grignr. When I say it out loud, yes, I'm well aware he is imprisoned. I'm well aware we're in debt. Thank you. 402 troops, though. Look, 668. We could be in a good place here. Hello. A consort approaches me on an afternoon stroll. We've been conferring with each other for a while now, Grignr. We'd like to give something back to the community, and under the guise of Grignr's brave wife, we'd like to enroll ourselves in other studies related to martial and the art of blunt force. The duo looks at each other and nods in unison. This is Grignr's brave wife and Grignr's angry wife. What's Grignr's... wife Barry and his wife Supreme. Got it. Much obliged. This will be a nice... I've got to give her 75 gold. No, you can't keep forcing me to do this. I don't have a choice. Grignr's strong wives and scary wives have just come up to him and said, you give us money, we'll get stronger. What's the man to do? His hands are tied. Come on. I loaded it today and I was like, I know how the rating works now. We're gonna have so much money. But everybody is taking advantage of this poor idiot man. This poor, very poor, sweet idiot man. I'm sparring well in my soldiers, sweat beading on my forehead. Not breeding, I hope anyway. When I experience the uncanny sensation of being watched, looking over my shoulder, I spot my champion, Eladana, eyeing me nonchalantly while swinging her axe back and forth. My Jarl, Eldalana's words boom across the courtyard. Would you not prefer to test your skill against me instead? Oh, of course. What on earth was she thinking? She's a Malma. Is Grignr like an idiot blockhead moron racist because she looks like the person who kidnapped his children? No, I don't think he's that intelligent to put that together. They had red eyes, she has pale eyes. They can't possibly even be closely related. That's good, I like that. Challenge accepted. Unsurprisingly, she's been absolutely destroyed. I don't even need to read the event to know that. The swords, the sound of swords clashing against axes echo between the courtyard walls. All eyes are on us. Everyone wants to see their Jarl fighting his champion. The crowd applauds as I lunge, and their admiration makes me bold. Instead of pulling back, Grignr attempts a new technique Grignr has been practicing. The movements flow through Grignr, and it's as if my swords were one. Eldana is defenseless performing. Was he using two swords? That's cool. Oh, me and my sword. Right, sorry. Let's end here well for, or I will show her not to challenge me again. Is Grignr a man of honor? He is gregarious. He's not socially incompetent. He's a very friendly, kind man. Not kind, but socially competent. And he knows that maybe beating the ever-loving shit out of one of his champions, I think he would respect her bravery, to be honest. Well fought. Yes, I think that's good. I like that. I think that's good characterization. Your old throat goner. Why won't let me pause? Okay, what happened there? Why could I not pause? Keyboard's dead. Okay, we lost the trait greatly strengthened, but does that mean... Ooh. Vastly strengthened, though. Whoa. Oh, that's cool. I don't believe that's inheritable, but it could be. I mean, I doubt it. That's some, oh my god, what was the name of that biologist who thought that traits develop through your life? Whatever, it doesn't really matter. Vastly strengthened, that's incredible. Through training and perseverance, Grignr has made themselves stronger. What a fantastic play. Can we stop being hideously stressed? How are his sons coming out? Terrible. They've got high prowess and no skills. That seems very familiar. Grignr is curious. Oh no, is he going to be a bookworm? Grignr like book? Oh no. Okay, right, we've got to be very careful then, because apparently I can't pause the game. That's probably just my keyboard. Where I've moved house. I don't know where the actual charger is for my keyboard. So I think it's very flat at this point. Okay. That's fine. You know what? We'll do it manually. Hold on. We'll just be a bit more careful. This might be what we need. We're almost fully reinforced. I am going to wait for it, I think. We've got some interesting stuff happening, so we're practicing our strength. You know, Grignr's got to learn to lead here. And I think that he is very much he's picked up some good skills from doing so. His wife Barian, is pregnant. Now, is there any... Oh, yeah, look. So, because these kids were children of Grignr's concubines, his other wives, we've got Brave Wife Barian and Angry Wife Barian. Now that Lady Wife Barian is going to have a child, I think that Lady Wife Barian's child will take precedent over the other children. But we'll see what happens. Oh, it's a daughter. Does she take precedent? She does not. Interesting. With a tidy yet blissful smile, Wife Barian presents you with a daughter. The daughter was born. How am I going to name her? Oh, no. I can't type. No. Hold on. I've got a plan. Wife Barian. Hold on. I've got a really good idea here. Hang on. Whoa. We say... This could take a while, but this is absolutely the Grignr approach to this. Gr. We've got the Gr. Okay. Good at more name. We're looking for an I. Yes. Oh, it's me trying to copy and paste it like a fool. That was a Grignr moment. Grilda. I'm just going to have to rename her later. Maybe she just can't find Grignr. He's too busy out training. She doesn't know what he wants wants this child to be named. May you grow strong and wise, my daughter. This is the jankiest fucking CK3 series anyone has ever done. I'm going to play as a raider, except I don't know how to raid, and I'm going to give them all special names to reflect the character, except I can't do that either. Brilliant. Really, just well executed. Look, we're almost fully reinforced. And we've got a new perk. They're never going to expect the rise of Grignr. Night effectiveness up 75%. You've got to see it. You have to do it. Oh, shit. It's me trying to close these freaking menus. How clunky. How cumbersome. We are... Oh, it's okay. A strange authority. Of late, my courtiers seem to avoid me at all costs. I hear whispers that they think I'll stop at nothing to achieve my ambitions, which is true, that nothing is sacred to me. But that means I rule with a firm hand. Doesn't mean I'm a monster. Does it? Going for a ride. You gain regular walking routes for 10 years. This character regularly takes time to walk certain paths alone. Ah. He's getting into too much of a training schedule, you see, so it's going to make him a predictable ruler. Okay, he's lost the stress. We've got to be so careful because his stress is very high from all this training. If we stop training, do you think it goes above level 3? Let me quickly have a look here. If we stop training, will it stop, though? I don't know. Vastly strengthened, yeah. Okay. Every year, someone who is training will gain stress and has a 15% chance for the following to happen. Gain the athletic trait, lose weak, gain strong, gain strengthened, into greatly strengthened, and then turn into vastly strengthened. If we stop training, do you think that will... Okay, you know what? Let's give it a go. We're going to have to try, aren't we? Stop training. You stop working to make yourself stronger. I think he's already there. So if we stop, hopefully that will stay persistent, right? Hopefully we won't lose that. Maybe if we do lose it, we can get rid of some of the stress and then come back to it when he's not so stressed out. Courtiers across the realm. Grignr has trained. You can be strong like Grignr if only you have more weight on your bar. You're a big, hefty mace. Bankrupt your homestead as well. What a fucking mess. What an actual mess. Okay. Right, so we're basically fully reinforced at this point. There's no point waiting much longer. Oh, hello. Work off some stress. Absolutely. Let's do it. Another lap. Whew. Grignr might be a great character for the Thriving in Chaos. Which one is that? It's like an intrigue perk, though, isn't it? Where you gain martial per stress level. Dreadful. See, these aren't too out of character. I feel like he would be dreadful, not because he is a frightening man, but because other people would look at this and they'd be like, holy crap, that's a terrifying person I would not want to fight in battle, not realizing he's actually just an enormous idiot who doesn't really know what he's doing. Simultaneously, Thriving in Chaos, I think, suits him pretty well, because he gains more martial and prowess depending on how stressed he is. That seems pretty appropriate for a man who's been perpetually stressed all episode. Anyway, let's turn the speed down and let's get to work. So we've got 549 in total. That's 8 champions, 172 Nord Berserkers. Those can't reinforce because we haven't got the money, unfortunately. Levies are going up by +1 per month, right? Because we've only got 1 left. That's fine. And you know what? Levies actually might be more relevant this time. Because during the Outrang series, it was like, sod it, let's just go totally man-at-arms, forget it. But actually getting that 100 gold to give us 100 more levies might actually just let us get over certain garrisons. It might make us more of a target to fight. Now, on the subject of raiding properly, somebody also said that... alright, let's pick a target then. What about Blake Rock Isle? 20 loot, 169 garrison. So can I just roll in there? Now, will their garrison be added onto their levies? If we can raid it, clearly that must be the case, right? I guess we'll see. Oh, sorry, if we can raid it, that's not the case. If we can't raid it, then they've been added together. That'd be something like 650 troops. All right, go on, little army. Just be a little careful. Oh! Did they already have troops raised? You know what? I believe. Come on, Grignr. Come on, Grignr. Bring it together. Should we flee? Is this where I should be, like, surrendering and running? Oh, I guess you can't. I guess you can't break a battle early in this one. And there go all the troops again. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, everyone's so much stronger. Even this random pirate faction. Shit. Oh, whoa. Grignr had a horrible vision of things to come and realized that we're actually going to have to take things very slowly. You know, it's very difficult not being able to dynamically change the speed. Except with mouse clicks. It's throwing me off like crazy. Hello. You've got 325. So if I attack here, let's figure this out then. So if we can raid, it's only the garrison size that's relevant. But it might be levies plus garrison. Right? It's not. It's just garrison size. Oh my god, an actual successful raid. Be careful of that. What are they doing? Can we keep raiding? Where are they going? Who are they? Ah! Okay, right, now we leave. God damn it. Okay, so we're going to have to go for a single county. Oh my god, just leave, Grignr. You've got to complete the raid. You can't just, like, abandon the raid early or something like that. Oh, well, for fuck's sake. Well, that's a good learning experience, I suppose. All right, fine. It's so different to the raiding in CK2, which, to be fair, was horribly, horribly overpowered, I will admit. Are you just an independent... What the hell are you under? Oh, Shilaku tribe. Okay, well, that's not really relevant. It's people that help you in Morrowind. The one who tell you to go to that door at dawn or dusk or whatever the hell it was. Don't really remember. Okay, well, look, they can get raided, because what are they going to do? Ask for reinforcements from the mainland? I don't bloody think so. Or by mainland, I mean Vardenfell. Wow, this is really annoying to... I've got to try and be so careful without all the tools to be a bit more careful than usual. This is successful raiding. Holy crap. No. Grignr. Grignr should lead the troop. Where is Grignr? Hey, pause a second. Where the hell is Grignr? This is you. There, that is me. You're right. It's like looking in a damn mirror. Dragon Call Exaltation. Thank you. How commendable. Once again. She's so kind and just. My god, we've actually raided 17 gold. Thank you. Felsard are enormous. We can't raid them. Mo's Ring. Are you independent? You are. They've also got a lot of troops, so I want to be a bit more careful about this. They're not, like, off-raiding. I cannot believe, of all the characters that are going to teach me enforced patience, it's bloody Grignr. Who could have predicted that? Right, okay. See, this we can't raid, because they've got 564. Okay, we're 2. Whoa! Oh, look at that. Yeah, I remember one of the developers telling me that they've got, like, a pretty crazy low horizontal cam. Look at that. Look at the tilt. Wow. Grignr looks across the horizon at all those domains he's yet to conquer. Crazy. Right. Oh, no. Now I've got to try and... Does that look right? Does that camera look like... Okay, sure. Good enough. Right. What about you? So you're independent. You might be a safe one. What about Gandrung? Wow. Of all the characters to finally teach me patience. It's an Easter miracle. 370. Oh, we still haven't got enough. We're going to have to go back and reinforce. But we bring back some loot. And you know what? I consider that absolute success. 30 plus minutes to bring back 21 gold. You're goddamn right. But have I not learned a valuable lesson in the interim? Let's disband the troops. To be honest, I could drop some of these berserkers. No, actually, right now it's still fine. 103 out of 200. If we go below 100, then we drop them, because then we'll get more, because we could probably afford the reinforced cost. He's free. Oh my god, he's free. My self-assured son and heir Grignr has been released from imprisonment. I guess she realized that we not only we would pay it, but we could never pay it. He has left prison. My god, can we do anything? Can we start training him? Disinherit, denounce? No, we don't want to do that. What's other Grignr son looking like? He's actually, like, learning things. He's got a whole book. This kid, though, seems a bit more Grignering. Oh, it's going to be a dynasty of idiots. I kind of like that, but it's going to make the game so difficult. The Grignerson family on ice. Pa! Cries Grignr, tugging up... Sorry. Pa! Cries Grignr, tugging up my sleeve almost as soon as I enter the snowbound courtyard. It's no good. I'm useless. I can't skate. The ice hates me. A speedy glance suggests that he might be right. The place looks like an army's marched through it with the amount of shattered ice my son has left in his wake. Boy! It's easy. Here, let me explain it to you. Please, just don't make him pay any money. Oh, but if we succeed here, Grignr gains confidence and balance. Grignr gains 20 opinion of Grignr, and he also gains 2 prowess, which Grignr would be up for. He understands that sometimes in battle, you have to find your feet on the ice. If anybody knows that, it's a man wearing a stuffed polar bear on his head. It simply frustrates him further. Brilliant. That seems a lot more of an appropriate outcome, though, I will admit. The clanging of mail, the clashing of swords ring in my ears as the champions practice their arms, and I study them intently, trying to ascertain each one of their particular strengths and weaknesses. There can be little rest for them, for as soon as the bell is rung, the signal to end the mock melee, the stable doors are opened. It's time to bring out the mounts. Today we're going field riding, or... bring me my armor. I hadn't ridden on the Quinton in ages. Mounted exercise? No. We're going field riding. Grignr's the type of man who would absolutely... Has he ridden a... He has ridden a horse before. How could I say that out loud with a straight face? Oh, Horsebarian. Today we are... Nate, Bob... What was his name? I think it was Horsebarian. Anyway, it was a different Grignr, of course. Different universe, different lifetime. Getting the martial part. Grignr's angry wife glances at him in the mudfields at the bottom of the hill. Those could serve as an outline of an enemy army, she says. I inform my champions. Grignr informs his champions as Grignr inspects the battle line, preparing them for the strategy at hand. Grignr should cut off the lead and lead the champions into the flanks, or would he just scream, charge? He gains aggressive attacker, and there's a 100% chance of that. You gotta play the man. Grignr! Grignr hefts his sword and leads the riders in a mad dash down the hill. However, among all the seeming chaos of shifting armor, raised weapons, and battle cries, there is a plan. As Grignr smashes into the imaginary army on the field below, every soldier finds their place in Grignr's line. Ready in strikes, falling back, twisting reins, and leaping into the fray. Grignr will rush over the enemies like a force of nature, and they will break like a tree before the tempest. They will hear the lamentations of Grignr's women. Story very angry. Angry wives. Gains the trait aggressive attacker, of course. Whoa, so we didn't get in the lifestyle part, but again, aggressive attacker, which, to be fair, is so much more suitable for this man. Advances in provinces affected by winter +2. Hey, that's pretty good. The man can't lead armies very well, but that is at least something, right? Holy shit. Well, let's leave it there today. Lots of personal development for Grignr. He's had 3 children. Grignr, and Grignrina. Maybe. Of course, there's Grignr himself, who has gained big, strong muscles. He's become a very athletic man and also an aggressive attacker. He's gained a lot of martial experience, and he's finally got a bit of practice raiding. Bearing in mind, Grignr appeared and killed the previous pirate captain, and because of pirate law, because the strongest leads, Grignr inherited the fleet not knowing how to do it. So the pirate council here, Wife Barry, Groster, Torsten, Tekla, Jemmy Wolfsbane, and Harold, they're trying to slowly encourage Grignr to pirate well. You've got to be patient. You can't just lead your armies into a castle wall because they're all dying, things like that. They're slowly encouraging his piracy ways. They see he has so much potential. They've just got to point him in the right direction, you know? He's all a man. He's a weapon in human form. Unsheath him and point him at your enemies. That's what they're learning to do. And I think that makes a lot of sense, and I'm absolved of any of my mistakes. Thank you for joining me. Come back in tomorrow or a couple of days' time when Grignr will return. And soon I will have proper stable internet, and then, what do you think? Daily Grignr adventures? That could be great. It's just right now I can't really afford the 8 hours upload time it would take to tether my phone and upload this shit. Thank you. Come back soon. I can't even stop recording because everything's turned off.